Yikes Almighty, Just Incredible, and Lance Storm. Dawn Marie.
You're a big Dawn Marie fan, I know.
Oh, yeah, I am.
The guy on the left is Jason, by the way.
Jason.
Yep.
Okay. Just Jason.
Yep. Jason.
Jason. Okay. Did he go on to do anything else?
Yeah.
Is it somebody that I don't recognize? I should recognize him.
He's been in a lot of ECW shows.
Okay, but after ECW.
No, I think he calls minor league baseball now.
Well, it's a living.
No, Jason Knight was his name. He's 56 years old, from Connecticut. He's your age.
I'm a little bit older than 56, but I appreciate you saying that.
I was trying to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it'll happen quickly.
He was in the old Eastern Championship Wrestling way back in the day and worked as some enhancement talent matches for the WWF in like 92. But he'd been on the indies since like the mid 80s. So he was a staple in the Northeast, and, whenever they would run like Superstars tapings up there, he'd work on those shows, and then made a little bit of a name for himself in ECW. And, when he started being the second tier for Just Incredible, that's probably what he's best known for. You gonna come to any Rocket City Trash Pandas games?
No. My minor league career is over.
You won't even go to a game?
No, I won't.
Okay. Tell everybody why minor league baseball sucks.
It doesn't suck.
Well, you're not supporting it anymore, even though it's supported your family for decades.
The reason I'm not supporting it anymore is my life has moved on, and that's how I do.
So if some guy comes along and has an idea for a minor league baseball podcast, maybe you'll get back in?
No, I won't.
Well, that's what you do.
No. I'll guarantee you there's no money in a minor league baseball podcast.
Well, you said that about wrestling podcasts once upon a time.
No, that's before I knew there was a Conrad Thompson.
Well, when we run out of shit to talk about,
we're
gonna start talking about minor league baseball.
No, here's the deal. Look, I did 144 plus games a year for 11 years. And prior to that, I did it for 6 years. So we're talking about 144 baseball games a year for like 17 years. I've seen enough minor league baseball for a lifetime. I don't need to see any more minor league baseball games. And I have discovered this, that unless I'm calling an event, I would prefer not to go to an event. I would just soon watch it on TV.
I think that's true about a lot of stuff. Like, I've had season tickets for Alabama games for a long time, but I find myself just giving the tickets away more than I actually attend.
Right.
So I'll have the whole season worth, but I'll go to like a game or two. But I don't want to let the tickets go because, as you know, they're hard to get.
Sure.
So when you've got them, you feel like an obligation to keep them. And everybody else enjoys going, but it's just like, you know what, man? I got a big screen. I got HD. I got a recliner. I have to fight the traffic. I think I'd rather just do it here.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can use those tickets for business purposes. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I do.
Yeah. Right. So I get it.
But I do think it's something that everybody should experience once. The same thing about, like WrestleMania, the best seat in the house is on your TV.
Sure it is.
But you need to go to one. I mean, you want to be able to say you went to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you went to one and you still talk about it to this day.
Yeah, I went to 2 of them, and 5 and 6.
You went to 5?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you for that. Dude, those are my 2 favorites. And there he is, Raven, your friend.
My buddy.
What was the comic book y'all talked about? Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing. Yep. He got me into Swamp Thing. He thought it was the best comic book out there. And, And then, of course, the Swamp Thing. It's funny because, I still see Raven now and then because he's in Atlanta, and I see him over at DDP some, and was talking to him, and I told him I was really excited that they had a television show on because he got me so much into Swamp Thing. There was a television show on DC Universe. If you're a subscriber to DC Universe, which I am, it was a Swamp Thing season 1. They canceled after one season. So anyway, I asked him, I said, man, hey, Scotty, come over here. Have you seen the Swamp Thing TV show? He went, nah, I don't want to. What the fuck, man? You're the one that got me into Swamp Thing. I thought you watched. He said, nah, I don't want to. I said, okay. Comic book purist. Scotty had some very good, I thought, insight on Twitter into Game of Thrones. I thought he was very, very good. His opinions on Game of Thrones. So
never saw it.
Yeah, I knew he didn't. You don't know what you're missing. I think we saw a Conrad Thompson sighting there too, just for a moment. So this is Tommy Dreamer and Raven together. Weren't they kind of at one time an uneasy alliance? Was this before or afterwards or during or, the storyline there? Didn't we do a match where they were tag team champions but didn't want to be or something like that?
Yes, they're reluctant tag team champions where
right.
The Dudleys were saying they were going to take these titles and put them on the desk of Vince McMahon because everybody knew they had signed their WWE deal.
Right.
And instead, Tommy Dreamer comes out to make sure that doesn't happen and defend DCW. But of course he needs a tag partner. So when the Dudleys just start to put the absolute beat down on Tommy because they've got they've outnumbered him, Raven slides in, even flow DDT, 1, 2, 3. The referee hands him the belts. He hands one to Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy Dreamer gets up from a beatdown holding his head like, what the hell just happened? Because Tommy Dreamer has been feuding with Raven forever. Raven had been in WCW. He wasn't even a part of the ECW locker room as far as Tommy knew. Wink, wink. So when he realizes, wait a minute, my nemesis is back and he's somehow my partner, we're off to the races.
Great shots of Francine making her way to the ring, but I don't see her at all now, which is disturbing, to say the least. For me, a little personal thing there. Lance Storm, man.
He's one of the all-time greats.
Yes, he is.
Part of the WWE machine now.
Good hire for them.
Absolutely.
Maybe you ought to write storylines.
You think?
Well, I get the impression, tell me if I'm wrong here.
Okay.
I get the impression that there's a bunch of writers out there who just don't appreciate the business. They're just being writers to maybe for their writing career in some other form of entertainment. You get that feeling sometimes?
Well, I know for sure that WWE writers, WWE hires people from outside of wrestling who aren't necessarily lifelong wrestling fans because they want something that's new and outside of the box. And, they love that phrase. Outside
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I just don't, but sometimes you just got to say, no, we're not doing that. But then again, when you're making money hand over fist, you can afford to do anything you want, I guess. The network, as we're watching right now, has changed the game completely.
Now we got a traditional tag match, or so it seemed until the chair came flying in.
Mm-hmm.
old school Southern, Credible and Raven both doing it, trying to get the fans into it, slapping the turnbuckle.
Right.
No tag ropes here in ECW. Do you think they needed them?
No, not in ECW. I don't think they needed them. I think there's a place for them. Oh, that should be the finish. It's not. He kicked out of it. Justin looked pretty good here, didn't he? Looked pretty jacked.
How about the chair set up in the middle of the ring spot was always one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this move in particular.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that never gets old for me.
Oh, by the way, I heard from Tommy Dreamer recently. He sent me a text about my dog who passed away, and I heard a lot of the dog lovers out there who sent their condolences, and I appreciate that. And Tommy was one of them. Need more people in the business like Tommy Dreamer.
Good guy for sure.
Yep. Pretty smart here. See, Credible had a little bit of savvy too. He knew where the camera was. He put his head right in front of the camera to show everybody the blood. Just small things like that, man. Oh shit! The cutter on the chair.
Dude, they're pulling out all the stops here.
Yeah, they are. Hey, the other day, JR asked me, he says, what do you think is the difference between a cutter and a stunner? And I said, Stone Cold did the stunner, everybody else did a cutter. And that was my only answer, I guess. I don't know if that was the right one or not. What do you think of that answer?
That's a terrible answer.
Okay. I had a feeling you would shit on anything.
With a stunner, you go down to your butt.
Oh, stop it.
No, I'm saying you lay your legs out flat and you go down to a seated position. Mm-hmm. With a cutter, you lay out flat completely. So you guys land horizontally. So the stunner is more where the guy giving the move is at a 90-degree angle.
Okay. Thank you, Gordon Soley. I was just trying to put over his friend, Steve Austin. All right.
Why don't you put over your boss, DDP?
Well, he's not my boss.
You just tell me how you're working at his place all the time. I assume, and they got you sweeping the floors and doing stretches.
They do not, but I would.
Well, then what's wrong with putting over your friend who apparently keeps you employed?
He didn't say diamond cutter. Okay. So anyway, let's go on with something else here. Here's, who's this guy in the ring now?
It's your mom.
Jason Knight.
Yeah. I guess you're remembering things.
How about that? I can remember. Woo! Okay, we've seen kind of enough of the chair in the middle of the ring thing. It's kind of overdone now.
Let's do two more.
Yeah, two more. Let's make it an even number. Let's make it 8 times in the ring.
I like that everybody's committed to wearing jean shorts here.
Yeah, you think you were at Gainesville, Florida.
Oh.
But I guess they're wearing jean shorts because Raven wears jean shorts. You think that's... Oh, look at Tommy, man. Coming with fire in his eyes. Holy shit, what a bump. A fucking bump.
I love a Lance Storm pile driver.
Yeah. Okay, just to let you know, we're at 207, 41, 42, 43. He's pulling the table up. He's up on the apron of the ring, and he's grabbing Tommy, and he's going to suplex him on the table. Tommy says no. Somebody's going to hit the table. Lance is going to hit the table. Ooh. Well, that was a gimmick table. Oh, holy fuck. I don't know if that was a working chair shot or not, but it looked good. Oh my God.
What is a working chair shot? Oh, not in the no.
Now we go. Here we go. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we were there for.
That's what we're there for. Best camera work ever. There you go. You tell her, Francine.
Tony Schiavone is mine. Are you ready for what's coming? How much would you pay to get this?
Lord. Move? I would so go for that.
That'd be the first bump you'd sign up for in wrestling.
Yeah. Yes, it would be.
What if Just Incredible would have hit her? Of course, Raven sacrificed himself. Gonna set up That's Incredible. Woo! Tombstone pile driver. That's all she wrote. That's your finish. Your winners and new tag team champions of the world. Just Incredible, Lance Storm, the Impact Players.
I like this. I like this match. Jason needs to learn not to climb in front of the hard cameras, though. That's just inexperience in TV. I liked it. The underside of the belts, and I guess it's lighting, but it looks purple, doesn't it?
It is purple.
It is purple. The underside is?
Yeah. Purple gator skin.
Purple gator skin.
Yeah. These belts were designed by Michael Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
And Dio Hughley and Steve Harvey.
The only good gator is a skin gator.
Classic